Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Siba, and today we're doing a full glam cutesy makeup tutorial. I had a very long day yesterday. I've been feeling very crappy, but we're gonna look cute. So this is our redemption arc. This is our day to turn up and look cute. So let's just chit chat and do our makeup. I won't make this video long. I'll just do my eyeshadow, show you this blush that I got from Shein. Hopefully it's good. It's a mini review-esque of it. And yeah, I'll just undo my curls. Hopefully they turned out good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. As you can see, I have done my brows off camera. So I'll be using my eyeshadow palette from Nisa Beauty Lab. This is an old makeup palette. I can't remember which year I bought this, which tells me that in the eyeliner I need to get rid of it. It's probably full of all kind of fungi. But this is the only eyeshadow palette that I have that has this color range, and it has the colors that I'm trying to go for today. So yeah, I don't advise you using old makeup. Side note, I used my other lipstick and I realized the other day when I got a blister on my lips that we really need to throw out old makeup. So yeah, I'll just be blending out my concealer in the meantime. I like to leave my concealer on for a few minutes just so that it dries out a little bit before I blend it out. That helps it to sort of be revealed a little bit more and not like disappear when you blend it out with your beauty blender or your makeup brush. So put on your concealer, let it sit for a little bit, then blend it out because it shows up a little bit more. Now when it comes to eyeshadow that has a bit more color, I like to use the color on my actual wet or unpowdered concealer like so, instead of actually like smoothing out or rather matching out my concealer with a loose powder or pressed powder. So for color, for it to pop out, I like to use it like this. Otherwise, when I'm doing like a soft glam or daytime makeup, I like to set my eyelids with my pressed powder or my loose powder. So it's just preference. Everyone does their makeup differently, but this is just how I prefer to do it when I'm doing a color sort of situation. Now to transition, I'll be using my other Nisa Beauty makeup, my eyeshadow palette. It is the Birds of Paradise eyeshadow palette, which is this one over here. I think she stopped doing makeup, like producing makeup, which sucks because I love her makeup. Line Unisa. So if she ever watches this, please come back. Please come back. Like, and if you're not back, and that's what she's not, but please come back because I really liked her makeup line. So I'm just gonna put that on top of there. I'm just gonna press it in, right? It sort of matches my eyelid color, but making it a little bit warmer from the concealer. So as you can see, you can see the color difference over there. So I like to press that in and then just smooth it out a little bit. To make sure the colors, your concealer doesn't crease, I like to just leave my eyelids like so, right? I can see it creasing a little bit, so I'll blend it out a little bit with my beauty blender, like so. But yeah, that's the unfortunate part about not setting your eyeshadow or your eyelids, rather, Mandich. Sorry, I'm nervous. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done this in a long time. Now, I'll be going in with two bold colors. I'm trying to make this like a summery tropical situation. So I'll be using three eyeshadows. This is a three eyeshadow situation. So the one color I'm going to be going for is yellow and pink. I know, a tad bit dramatic, but we're trying to add color into our lives. We're trying to spice things up. So I'll be going in with this eyeshadow color called Bubble Eye. I've never used it before, as you guys can see over there. I'm quite a shy person, so I tend to be in the shadows. So I like to keep things neutral. I don't like to add too much color. So I press it in like so over there. press it in like so on either side. Then I don't have much to work with because I've got hooded eyes, so I try and create the illusion of a bigger or much more spaced out eyelid by pushing up my color situation. Oh guys, yes, being an introvert and being a paranoid person is not the best thing ever, because today I actually told myself I'm gonna go out. I haven't been out and about in a long time, and I told myself today's the day. I've been telling myself for months that today's the day that I leave the house on a Saturday and just leave and go out, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. I bleed it out a little bit on top, just to mush those two colors together. So you want to hold your brush over here at the end, like so, just to blend out those two colors, but not going into where the colors are, like where the color actually is. I'm not going to make this a super difficult or a hectic tutorial because I don't want to keep it boring and just over explain things. I just want to do and then show you guys as I'm doing it. Then let me take a little bit of the concealer over there because I'm finding that I've got minimal space to work with. So I'm just going to put a little bit over there. A little bit over there. I've never done it like so before, but you know, let's try something different and see. Then I'm going to use my flat brush over here, and yeah. So like I was saying earlier on, I haven't been out and about, and being an introvert, I find myself sometimes getting into my shell and not wanting to show up rather in the same way that other people would prefer, like outgoing people would prefer. And so, and I tried being an outgoing person, Shem. I really tried. I tried going out and doing the whole thing for years. I was for years someone who went out, did the whole clubbing situation, did the whole party festival club. But after a while it kind of just like, I hated the feeling that I would get sometimes when I'm on my way home or when I get into bed or even during the actual night. I hated the feeling that I would have sometimes of just feeling like I don't belong and feeling as though I'm uncomfortable. So, and because of that, I would find myself just like regretting going out. And so I think because of being a person like that, you end up just being like, you know what, I'm not gonna go anywhere at all. Let me press this pink powder in. This is in the color Diverse over there. So if you're like me and a hoarder of makeup, you still have this eyeshadow palette, great. Because at least you know what to work with, you know what to do. I saw a similar eyeshadow look being done by Uche. It's Uche Natori, I think that's how you pronounce her name. If I'm saying it wrong, I'll write her name on the screen. Uche is still one of my favorite people when it comes to makeup. I find that a lot of the makeup girlies that I used to watch aren't as into makeup as they used to be, and for me, makeup started being my escape in a way, because it's just time to yourself to just sit and be creative, discover your face, what works for you, what you don't like, what you like, yeah, discovering new things about yourself, making yourself come out in different forms and whatnot. So that's always been my favorite thing when it comes to makeup. And so for me, it kind of got ruined when people were like, oh, you should do makeup on other people, and I'm like, I don't want to ruin someone's day by doing their makeup badly, and then now they hate me because I ruined their special day. Yeah, well, so I think sometimes we look at our passions and likes from different perspectives, and people see them in different ways. I see it as an escape and something that makes me feel good and makes me feel special and gives me time to myself. Someone else might see it as, how do I pocket money out of this? How do I make money of this? Which is good. I mean, in this economy, you need to find a way to make an extra coin. But I'm just not that kind of person. I've tried. I'm just not that kind of person. And for me, it's something that I wish I could change about myself at times to accommodate everyone else and what they think would go well for me. But I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just someone who likes doing makeup on myself. And I'd rather teach you how I do my makeup than as opposed to coming to you on your special day to be like, I can do you and make you look better than you can make yourself look better. And then I just ruin it for you, you know? Then I just ruin your day for you. So yeah, I think that's done. I like this Tropicana look. I like it. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I don't like how this yellow feels like it's not sticking as much as I would like it to. I would like it to stick a little bit more. So hence I keep pressing it in. I keep pressing it in, hoping it shows up a little bit more. I think that's my disdain when it comes to this eyeshadow. I think it's the fact that the colors don't show up as nicely as I would. I think they cancel each other out. When you put one color on and you place it with another one, it just removes any instead of it actually complementing and blending with each other. Yeah, I think that's why I don't like this eyeshadow palette actually. Yeah, I think if I just bring it into the yellow instead of bring the yellow to the pink, it works out better. Yeah, it works out a bit better. I've been going through quite a lot this year. My father passed away earlier this year and I didn't have the best relationship with my dad, so it kind of just put me in a very strange space emotionally. It really put me in a strange place of just being emotionally strained and confused, you know. Like I said, I didn't have the best relationship with my dad and I didn't like my dad for a long time. And I didn't like my dad because I hate him as a person. I just didn't like his actions. And I never got the chance to say that to him, you know, because I just wasn't talking to him like that. The people that were talking to him or had a better relationship with him were my sisters. And so for him to pass away before we could have the conversation was something that I feel some type of way about. But at the same time, I think everything does happen for a reason. So I'm not entirely mad at the fact that we never had the chat. I'm just glad that as myself and as someone who's a believer in God, that I had the conversation with God to say that I do forgive him. And I hope that in his heart, now that he's passed, he knows that I forgave him, you know. Even if he never said sorry, even if he never asked to have a sit down and for us to hash things out and figure out our relationship. But I just hope that wherever he is, that he knows that I forgave him a long time ago. Forgiveness is an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing because it has to do with you and not the other person. That's the one thing I've learned. That's forgiveness. Confrontation is another thing, but forgiveness is more of a personal journey because you have to do the work. You have to sit down with yourself and decide, but if this is something worth having lingering over in your life, or this is something you can get past and move on and have a relationship with this person, have some sort of not alliance, but be cordial with the person, or if you're willing to just look past it and move on and just like not have the person in your life, but just be okay with the fact that you forgave and now you've moved on, you know. I'm wearing my Estee Lauder foundation. It's a sample, it's a 7-day sample, but I've stretched it out as much as I could in the shade Rich Caramel. my skin has been breaking out, I think because of stress and my periods, so I do have quite a bit of dark marks on my face. So you'll forgive that, give my age, you'll forgive that. But when I put on foundation, I try and avoid putting under my under eye area because that's where I'll be putting on concealer, and I try and avoid putting too much on my forehead because that's where I contour. So yeah, so you don't want to overly put on too much makeup because then you have just way too much in areas where you'll be putting in more product anyway, and then it just looks weird. Then don't forget to drag it towards your ears, by your chin area, and then yeah, I think you can still see where I spot treated, but I just try and blend it out as much as possible. Let me just check with my mirror that's a bit closer. It's actually, yeah, it's okay. Okay, it's up to you. That's on you. The writing. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest of my face and then I'll show you guys the part where I put on blush because I'm trying on a new blush. Okay, so now we're gonna try out this blush. I've removed my clips from my wig. I've contoured, highlighted, put on lashes, the whole shebang. It's giving 2016 makeup. It's giving 2016 makeup. The super long Vicky Jonas lashes, color on our eyelids. It's giving that 2016 era, and I'm here for it. So I'll be trying on my blush from Sheglam. It's called Color Bloom Liquid Blush, which is this one over here. It's in the shade On Point. If this ruins this whole thing, I will be so upset. So normally they say that blush goes between your contour and your highlight. So I would think that somewhere along this region over here, we no longer do the whole smile and then put your blush situation. Blush forms part of our snatching our face, so you want to keep that together. I don't mess this up. I'm really hoping I don't mess this up because yeah, I'm not a liquid blush person and I tend to be heavy-handed, so let's just see. So I'll be using my damp beauty blender to blend it out, so keeping in line with keeping that line over there. Okay, so it's not bad. I like it. I like the liquid blush. Okay, I like the concept of it. I like the softness of the blush and how it gives you a more natural feel. I don't like this. I don't like this, and I feel like this ruined my whole face. This ruined my whole face. All I did was press 1, 2, 3 on this side. This is how it came out. Maybe I pressed too hard, I don't know, but you can see it over there. But you can see where I pressed the sponge. Same thing on this side, and you can literally see where I pressed the sponge. So for me, it just ruined my whole glam situation. I'm gonna do my lips and then just comb out my hair. Lips are going drugstore, super affordable. I don't know why I said drugstore. Clicks store, Ccgrwm store. But anyway, I'll be going with my eyeliner in the shade brown from LA Girl, which is this one over here. You can't see the name anymore. Then I'll be going with my Passion Pro Velvet Matte lip gloss in the shade Gabriella, which is this one over here. And then for gloss, I'll be using my Lip Therapy from Ccgrwm. So first I line my lips like so. Then I'll put on the lipstick, then I'll put on the gloss, but I'll show you guys off camera rather. So I'm done. I just combed out my curls. Just put in a bit of a hot comb just to lay down the wig a little bit better. But yeah, this is my final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting, liking, subscribing. I really do appreciate it. I'll try and get out of my shell a little bit more. Like I was saying earlier, I've been through quite a bit this year, so I'm a bit of a weird emotional space. But yeah, doing the one thing I love, which is makeup, always makes me feel better. These lashes I got from Shein. These earrings I got from Shein as well. This wig I've had for a long time. I think it's on its way out. But yeah, Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.